Hello and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Granadan Grandeur in Europa Universalis for M&T 2.0. Alright, so I've decided that this is going to be the period in history that everyone remembers us as just being the strongest in the whole world. We're going to wait till January the 1st here, and we're gonna take tech. All of them. Just gonna take them all. We're going to be, not 14, no, that's not good. We're 24 years ahead of time on all four techs, or all three techs, excuse me. We have 45 levels of technology versus the next highest, our neighbor, Morocco, at 38. We're now... No, Morocco being our ally, our subject, actually. Fez has tech 13, but he is not nearly as high at 35 tech. So, like, we are a technological wizard, so to speak. We can also now build better ships. We can now build the Grandeur. More trade power, more speed. That's interesting. So the ships actually do get faster. Cool. That's something to spend money on then. I think that we do queue up these ships. Now. I can already see the price starting to go up there if I try to build too many more. Let's build 6 for now, and then when those pop out, we'll replace the existing 6. We'll sell them to somebody or something, assuming that we're at peace. We got some new cannons. No more defensive shock modifier. Oh, sorry, no. Yeah. Now we get the defensive shock modifier from the swivel guns. A little bit less of an offensive fire value, but the defensive shock's going to be pretty powerful. And I think we're going to go to war with Fez, despite the fact that we have, like, no manpower. Those ships are really expensive. I almost feel like the shipping port is something that they're very likely to build on their own anyway. The workshop, man. Can't have urban population without a workshop. That's just embarrassing. You gotta have at least a level 1 workshop. Look at this, 3 urban population up here. There's probably close to 4. Population data, 33310. And they're not producing anything because there's no workshop. Gotta build a workshop. Can't rely on the greater nobles to build something there. Just, I don't see them having the money for it. There's like no wealth in this province, so they just can't possibly build it. I'll never make the money for it. They do have a treasury. They could actually afford to do it, but they won't, I think. Okay, we lose legitimacy. 25% chance that we lose autonomy. Or stability, rather. Lesser nobles will gain 9 autonomy in all provinces that they control. That's really unfortunate. Losing legitimacy right now seems really bad. I just paused the progress of the Peasants' War. Curse you, seriously. So we get a lesser nobles event, and now they're promoting to greater nobles. New plantation? Cool. The province of Baza has now become greater nobles. Okay. Baza was only 6 populations, it's not a big deal. Fez has rivaled Portugal. And that actually did give me positive unrest. In Sotavio. Should decay quickly enough, though. Mercia. That is actually a fair bit of greater noble power now. Starting to see some pretty good modifiers from these guys. Take that manpower. Alright, Fez, I'm sorry, but, you know, we are the technological gurus here. You just don't get to exist in your current state. It's just not allowed. State has too much power. 30% actually is much reduced from what it used to be. We've spread out a little bit. By quite a bit, in fact. I'm surprised how quickly they've gained power. All of them. I'd wanted it earlier. I guess, you know, we conquered a lot of land from Castile and Portugal. And then all that land had such high autonomy that it makes sense that they are quickly coming up. It'll take a long time to centralize land like that. Not to mention, I bet if I were to look at the communication efficiency of these provinces, it's far away. You know, quick 20 to 24 communication time versus what? AI government-built fort? That's different. 40 to 44, and up here we probably have much higher. Actually, what? That one's considered rapid? Alright, my guess is we can't actually travel through our subjects' land, and so... Do we not have a port? We have a fishing port. No fishing port here, though. And then... no roads here. We've got roads in most of our land, but... Man, there's just a bottomless pit that you can spend money on. The second you think you could actually have positive income and, like, do something with it, it just finds something. You find some place to spend it. Whether it's building some new tier ships, or building a building, or building, I don't know, supporting your education, like, the money just disappears like crazy. I mean, I was making damn near 10 ducats a month for a while, and it's still gone. Alright, while you don't have tech, now is the time to attack. Recover Moroccan provinces. Wait a minute. Does he have like a mission? No. So he's got a pretty special Casus Belli, it looks like. 10% aggressive expansion, 50% cost for the conquest of Moroccan provinces. Wow. That's a ton of land. It's more aggressive expansion than core return, but... Can I really not use this CB when I have to use this CB, it's so good. And it looks like it applies to like every province that this guy owns. Alright, let's do it. We're just gonna do it and we're gonna call in Aragon. It's time to go to war. I'm gonna try my best here to suffer no attrition. For the most part. Wait till we get our subjects over here. I want all my subjects to be aggressive. Yeah, aggressive should be fine overall. This guy's got 4 whole troops to his name. Probably about the same for my subjects. Each of my subjects probably has some of them have no troops at all. We haven't set loot policy yet. Why not? Alright, we're just gonna be stupidly cautious considering we have... Well, we have some manpower. I do have some, because I demanded it from the derpy derps. I swear, you can barely even see these guys. There's our event. So this guy, we're trying to recover land that we expect is going to make us trade income. I still feel like heavily restricting looting is just going to be the way to go. I don't know. In general, I feel like as difficult as it is to acquire money, that almost always heavily restricting looting just comes out ahead for me, personally. We've already got a 7 bonus with just the 2 units here. So we can suffer as minimal siege as possible. I mean, 4% still, but... We do have a 3 siege pip guy. I could even be doing sieges with just pure cannons. I probably end up losing money if I siege this slowly, don't I? Alright, we're gonna go with 4 stacks then. We'll suffer a little bit more attrition that way, especially with the potential disease outbreaks, but we'll apply the garrison outnumbered on most provinces that we siege, and on the ones that we don't, then at least with those ones we're getting... Wow, that was fast. The ability to do the sieges on level 2. And there's also that fort in there that's level 5. That's going to take quite a few dudes. Wait, you're my 3 siege pip guy. Why aren't you down there? I've done something wrong. That annual tick is a doozy. Cool. Privateer efficiency sounds great. Now we're gonna have to wrap this war up pretty damn quick, because I have these ships popping out. Gonna be over the Naval Force Summit in no time. Let's not forget that I've got a siege over on this side. Aragon, I want you to go fight him. Don't let him take my subjects holding, please. There's a pretty darn aggressive subject. So, is this worked? No. My subjects, despite owning ships, despite having transports, they are not trying to come down here. They're loyal. I told them to be aggressive. Alright, let's try again. Maybe with supportive. Get down here. Except for the two that are already down here. No, you broke your siege, you dumbass. Morocco, no. Why would you do such a thing? Now he's gonna start over. I mean, I guess that's maybe one way that I could, like, force him to let me take the loot. Just toggle him between aggressive and supportive, and see if we can make him do it again. Yep, there he goes. He's off. Well, let's wait till my army arrives then. We'll get credit for that siege. It's a fair bit more, decent bit of population and urban infrastructure that we can loot. Alright, how much am I losing for being over? 2 ducats a month. These ships better make up for it. I expect they probably will, in the meantime. And then we'll still sell the ships to, probably to my subjects. We'll take some inflation for it, but that's just admin points, and those are worthless at this point. And then that way I can turn around and inherit them at some point. Well, that's assuming that I was going to actually integrate them, which I don't think I will. So I guess I don't know. I don't know if I actually want to give my subjects more trade power. Might not be a good idea. This guy's going nowhere fast. It's been here for 200 days. He only has 2 siege progress. Some pretty darn good defensiveness there. Alright, what I'm trying to do right now is maintain my control of the siege. while consolidating out one of the generals, which I've probably done? I don't know. It worked just fine, apparently. My goal was to have a leader available to put somewhere else, get the reinforcement going. And we're back down to low. The manpower, man, it runs away quickly. That's the workshop that I built up. Cool if I could build buildings as quickly as they do. Oh crap, that was a big peace deal between Venice and the Ottomans, and I totally just clicked through it. What? Ah, damn! What happened? He appears to have land that's not cored. Looks like the Ottomans took land from Venice. Looks like he did win. Alright. There's our workshop. Suddenly these people are going to be making some pretty good production value for us. So what are they going to make here? This is showing the copper from the mine. I'm looking for the trade good. I guess it's going to take a moment to update. Not related to the wheat. The wheat is being made by the rural folk. So when will it update? Now that you have your building. Soon, I hope. Okay, global settler increase. That's gonna matter. Well, they've just been sitting over here suffering attrition. This war has cost them 5,200 troops due to attrition. We've lost more than that, but we've also sieged down half their country. They haven't even done a single province. They're about to take a province, but it's not my subject's capital, I don't think. Or actually, is it? It is. It is. Wow, how has he done so well with just a level 1 fort? That's crazy. Yeah, we got his capital. Aragon, are you gonna do stuff? Are you gonna help me out, buddy? Wow. Actually, I have some decent loot coming in now. Alright, we're gonna leave a minimal siege down there, and maybe, we're lucky enough to relieve this siege. Watch him take it as I arrive. Our ruler is modest. National tax modifier and stability increased interval. Sweet. Minimal loot burden happened to us right before we do combat. That's okay. We got a tech advantage. We got some troops nearby that are not really mine. They should reinforce. We got more troops on the way. And we actually have 80 war score right now. But I do need to occupy at least one province over here. Or we could just not. We could just not worry about that land instead and forget about it. Oh, actually, war goal prevents demanding this province. Apparently it's only going to be for provinces of Moroccan culture, so I guess that answers the question then. I don't need to do that battle. That's kind of insane. I could demand all of this land for 2 aggressive expansion. And it's actually going directly to me. Even though it's a Moroccan claim, like the Moroccan, my subject gave me the casus belli, but I get to use it. And I can keep the land myself and then dole it out amongst my subjects. Well, maybe if we take this other province here, that'll give me enough war score to actually demand the full 99%. And he's only 16 reasons away from acceptance right now. If he gets my subject's capital, that'll be worth a bit. Not a huge amount, but maybe. There it is. Okay, yeah, just give me all your land. Sounds great. Sounds like a fantastic peace deal. We've recovered Moroccan provinces. Major victory. Wow. Okay, Fez, the event, yeah, no. Doesn't fit our agenda, nope, still want to attack you. So I needed Tadla and Fez in order to take that decision. Now we just need Tunis and Al Jazeera or whatever. We gotta fight that province again. So obviously this is not gonna be something I can probably maintain. My overextension being above 10% means, I mean, I probably have 0 manpower, right? Or I will. From provinces, 36,000. From overextension, negative 25,000. Yeah. My legitimacy is high enough to keep the Peasants' War from progressing, but Civil War is going to continue so long as can be stopped by getting my legitimacy to 75. Well, if our guy dies, then we're fine. He's got to die within the next 20 months, or I've got to give away all this land to a subject for holding. What else can I do? Maybe I can demand enough legitimacy from the lesser nobles to actually get above 75 soon. And I can get 8 here. Alright, I'm just gonna do this. And then I want to see how long until I can demand support again. In 12 months, okay, so I can demand another 8. That takes me to 16. I only need 4 more beyond that. Can I also do one of these decisions to gain some legitimacy then? Looks like no. If I were to... I can't abdicate. Shoot. It's only 9-year-old heir. think it's pretty unreasonable to expect that I'm going to be able to keep this land. But I'm going to save it here. I'm going to take a break, think about it. I mean, that was a pretty ridiculously big conquest. We gained like 40 prestige. I mean, I'll get 2 legitimacy just over the next 12 months. There's a chance. I don't want the Civil War. But we might be able to do something. We'll see. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you again in the next episode. See you soon.